Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Boston College versus Louisville College football matchup on Friday, October 25th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you love our premium picks, our best bets, go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. Also got a link directly below this video in the description. Prices start at $15, but you can use that discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people that make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for a VIP style experience. We offer these products. They're just not available on the website. Easy to get, though. Just got to text the number see on the screen. Keep in mind, these are our most expensive premium products. But let's get to it. BC taking on Louisville. This one in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. Really not an intimidating building, but, BC, as the weather, moves a little later into the season, they can only hope that that fall New England weather hits sooner rather than later as some of these ACC teams come in to visit. Team like Louisville, especially, and BC played their last two games on the road. Both those were losses. The last two home games they played, both wins. Prior, loss on the road. Prior, win at home. And of course, they opened the season with that win against Florida State in Tallahassee. The thing is that Boston College certainly on the mend and certainly, just two games away from being bowl eligible. Of course, Louisville, same record here at 4-3, coming off that loss to Miami last week. 52-45, to be honest with you. The game wasn't really that close. It was a little bit of back and forth going on, but Miami mostly had about a 2-touchdown lead most of the way. So it was always Miami up by 2 touchdowns and then up by a touchdown. And in fact, at halftime, they were up by a bundle and, just made a couple mistakes to let Louisville back in the game. Louisville took advantage of it. Miami's defense, well, we'll talk about that at another time. But, I think it's more about positioning than talent on that team. But the thing is, Louisville comes in losers of 3 of their last 4 games. On the road at Notre Dame was a loss by a touchdown. Then they lost at SMU by a touchdown as a 6.5-point favorite. Of course, last week losing at home to Miami. They had beat Virginia on the road 24-20 as a 7-point favorite in that one. So a slightly smaller favorite than they are in this one. Boston College, the thing about them is that their defense is kind of very middle of the road. They don't do anything great, but they don't do anything really bad. Their pass defense is decent, 42nd in the nation in completion percentage against, just 58.1. And when it comes to defending the run, yards per rush, in the middle of the pack in the nation, allowing a little over 4 yards per carry. But Louisville averaging over 5.3 yards a carry puts them at 23rd in the nation, 17th ranked in offense. And, when you look at their passing attack, they're completing 22.8 passes per game. That's a 64.2% completion percentage, 28th best in the nation. I think, when you look, though, at Louisville's defense, and while they come in statistically ranked maybe ahead of BC's offense in a lot of these categories, they still stink. I mean, 92nd in passing yards against. The thing is, Boston College 97th in passing yards per game, averaging 197. So while they're ranked 97th and Louisville and 92nd in passing yards against, it doesn't really make Louisville's defense any better. It just says, well, maybe they have the edge if you look at the overall body of work. But, in college football, not all schedules are created equal. And while Louisville has played Notre Dame, and they've certainly, they played against Miami, going to Blacksburg and playing against Virginia Tech like Boston College had to do last week, nothing easy about that. The red bandana game against Michigan State was in a downpour that Boston College played. And then, of course, they went to Mizzou and held that high-powered Tigers offense to 27 in a 27-21 loss as 14.5-point dogs in that game. To me, I just think that Boston College is getting way too generous of a number in here, especially at home. I expect Boston College to stand at least tall, and I think the Louisville defense, like I said, is vulnerable, and I think we see that again. I'm going to take Boston College in the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.